Graduating. How do you feel that you're finally going to be graduating? This is a question that has been posed to me more times than I can count, and it is always very jarring to hear because I never know how to answer it. I always answer back with, "That is the question," half expecting the person I'm talking to laugh, but they never do. When I really sat down to think about this question, I naturally got the sudden urge to search up how long I have been alive for in days. And after seeing that number, I began looking into how long I had lived for every graduation I had had in my life so far. Thus, when I graduated from kindergarten, I had lived around 2,290 days. When I graduated from elementary school, I had lived around 5,220 days. And when I graduated from high school, I had lived 6,680 days. In all those stages of my life, the phrase, "my life is over," was a very common saying I tell myself. But on the contrary, and as you can see, life did not end after the first best friend I had made back in junior kindergarten started becoming closer friends with the new girl in grade 2. It didn't end when I never got chosen to pick something out of the treasure box for being a quote-unquote good kid at the end of the school year in grade 1. It also didn't end when my teacher asked me for the time back in 5th grade, but I struggled reading the hands on the clock and got embarrassed because she thought I was dumb. It also didn't end when an important person in my life at the time selfishly decided to skip out on my grade 8 graduation ceremony. Life did not end after struggling all 4 years in academic math and science classes in high school. It didn't end when I constantly embarrassed myself in front of the boy that I thought very fondly of in grade 9 and grade 10. Life did not end during that one lunch where I had no one to eat with in grade 11. It also didn't end when my best friend at the time said she didn't want to be my friend anymore on my 17th birthday. By the time I will be graduating from university, I will have lived 8,108 days. Wow. In those 4 years. Again, I got myself thinking, my life is so over. However, life did not end when I found myself as a first-generation university student. Life did not end when I did so poorly on one of my first exams in my first year. In fact, after that exam, my friend and I cried tears of despair over FaceTime and told ourselves we would laugh about this moment in 4 years to come. It's been 4 years, and I still do not think that was funny personally, but the memory of us crying is pretty funny. Yeah. Life didn't end when I cried over having no one to reach out to for school help and being left unread in multiple school-related group chats. Life didn't end when words felt like they were being thrown at me instead of being digested during a lot of the lectures I had to sit through. And lastly, and most importantly, life certainly did not end after taking my last anatomy exam that potentially could have stopped me from graduating. Thank God I can finally say I finished university. I vividly remember asking my mom, why do I still have to go to school if I'm going to become famous one day? After watching A Sweet Life with Zach and Cody episode when I was younger. And I don't exactly remember what she had told me, but it was something along the lines of having an education is still very important. And she wasn't wrong. I, Roosevelt, who has been going to school since the year 2006, staying up for countless nights on end, studying for tests, completing assignments, exams, quizzes, and all of the above, will be graduating at the University of Toronto with an honors bachelor's degree in science, something I once thought was too far-fetched for me to even imagine. For every "my life is over" moment, my actions proved my doubts wrong. You did it because you didn't give up on yourself. As I once said to a friend I hold dear in my heart on a FaceTime call long ago, you have no choice but to succeed. So to answer the question, how do I feel about graduating? I feel nothing. I felt nothing when I graduated from elementary school. I felt more than nothing when I graduated from high school. I hope to feel at least something when I graduated from uni, but I still feel nothing. That heavy weight of "you can't do this" has been lifted off of my chest and has left me feeling a bit of a shell of a human being because I'm entering a brand new chapter in my life. But technically speaking, nothing is still something. No? I just hope and pray that this next phase I enter into has a lot less I can'ts and way more I wills.